Dear students and viewers, Assalamualaikum. Welcome to online class organized by Shahid Cadet Academy, Main Campus 2, Uttara Dhaka. And today's online class will be on Exercise 2.1. Exercise 2.1 from Math Book of Class 7. From Math Book of Class 7. Problem number 1. Write down proportion. Write down proportion using the quantities. Using the quantities. Write down proportion using the given quantities. So, at first we have to know about proportion. At first we have to know about proportion of the four quantities. Of the four quantities, if the ratio of first and second quantity and the ratio of third and fourth quantity are equal to each other, then the four quantities form a proportion. Then the four quantities form a proportion. Again, of the four quantities, if the ratio of first and second quantity and the ratio of third and fourth quantity are equal to each other, then the four quantities form a proportion. For example, 25 is to 10, proportion 50 is to 20. Note, in proportion, this symbol is used instead of symbol equal. This symbol is used instead of symbol equal. That means this is first ratio and this is second ratio, and this is proportion, and these four quantities form a proportion. It is proportion because there are four quantities, and first ratio and second ratio are same. First ratio here, first ratio 25 is to 10 and second ratio 50 is to 20 are equal to each other. Here 25 is to 10. If we minimize, then it will be 5 is to 2. That means divided by 5. Divided by 5, we get 5 is to 2 divided by 5, and the second ratio 50 is to 20, we get 5 is to 2. We get 5 is to 2 divided by 10, divided by 10. 5 is to 2, second ratio, and first ratio 5 is to 2. That means they are equal to each other. They are equal to each other. So, first ratio and second ratio are equal to each other. So, it form a proportion. It form a proportion. And there are four quantities. There are four quantities. And first ratio and second ratio are equal to each other. So, it is a proportion. So, it is a proportion. 25 is to 10. Proportion 50 is to 20. This is proportion. A of 1. A of 1. Four quantities given. Four quantities: 3 kg, 5 taka, 6 kg, 10 taka. 3 kg, 5 taka, 6 kg, 10 taka. There are four quantities, so we can form a proportion. There are four quantities, so with these four quantities we can form a proportion. But first and second quantities will be of same kind, and third and fourth quantities will be of same kind. Here 3 kg and 6 kg are of same kind, and 5 taka and 10 taka are of same kind. So, first ratio and second ratio we can form from this. Ratio at first 3 kg, 6 kg. This is the first ratio. Ratio of weight. Ratio of weight equal to 3:6. Because 3 kg and 6 kg are of same kind. So we can form a ratio of same kind. So ratio of weight equal to 3:6 and 5 taka and 10 taka are of same kind. So we can make a ratio. So ratio of taka equal to 5:10. Ratio of taka equal to 5:10. So now we can form a proportion with this two ratio. So proportion of given quantities. Proportion of given quantities equal to 3:6. Proportion 5:10. Because first quantity and second quantity are equal to each other. First quantity and first ratio and second ratio are equal to each other. So it is a proportion. It is a proportion with these quantities. And in this way we can form a proportion with 4 quantities. B. 9 years, 10 days, 18 years, 20 days. There are 4 quantities, so we can form a proportion with these 4 quantities. And 9 years and 18 years are of same kind. And 10 days and 20 days are of same kind. So ratio of years equal to 9:18. 9:18 and ratio of days equal to 10:20. 10:20. So proportion of given quantities equal to 9:18. Proportion 10:20. 9:18. Proportion 10:20. Now C of 1. 4 quantities are 7 cm, 15 seconds, 28 cm, 1 minute. Here 7 cm and 28 cm are of same kind, and 15 seconds and 1 minute are of same kind. We know. So it is second and it is minute. So we have to convert minute into second. We know 1 minute equal to 60 seconds. 1 minute equal to 60 seconds. Now ratio of centimeters. 7 centimeter and 28 centimeter. So ratio of centimeter equal to 7:28. And ratio of seconds equal to 15:60. Ratio of seconds equal to 15:60. So proportion of given quantities. 7:28. Proportion 15:60. 7:28. Proportion 15:60. D of 1. 4 quantities are 12 notebooks, 15 pencils, 20 taka, 25 taka. 12 notebooks, 15 pencils, 20 taka and 25 taka. Here 12 notebooks and 15 pencils are of same kind, and 20 taka and 50 taka are of same kind. So ratio of things, notebooks and pencils are including things. So ratio of things equal to 12 is to 15. 12 notebooks, 12, 15 pencils is to 15. And ratio of taka equal to 20 is to 25. 20 is to 25. So proportion of given quantities equal to 12 is to 15. 12 is to 15 proportion, 20 is to 15. 20 is to 15. This is a proportion with these four quantities. Proportion with these four quantities. Now E of 1. Now E of 1. And the quantities are 125 boys, 25 t-shirts, 2500 taka and 500 taka. So 125 boys and 25 t-shirts are of same kind, and 2500 taka and 500 taka are of same kind. Ratio of boys and t-shirts. So we can write ratio of persons. They are in persons, boys and persons. So boys and t-shirts. Right? Ratio of persons equal to 125 is to 25. 125 is to 25. And then ratio of taka equal to 2500 is to 500. 2500 is to 500. This is the two ratio, and they are equal to each other. So it forms a proportion. And the proportion of given quantities and the proportion of given quantities equal to 125 is to 25 proportion, 2500 is to 500. 2500 is to 500. In this way you can easily form a proportion. So if you get four quantities and the ratio are equal to each other, so we can easily form a proportion. And in proportion, every quantity of a proportion is called proportional. So it is proportional and it is proportional. It is proportional and it is also proportional. Okay, dear students, thanks for watching the video.